people. Hope you're doing well. I'm Hannah. Thank you for being here. I didn't drink coffee today. I tried to avoid caffeine. Well, I did avoid caffeine, but I can't sleep, so I thought I'd check in with the fairies for everybody. Behave. Yeah, just checking with the fairies, see if there's any advice. See what they want to say. So obviously the world is a shit show, so better to hang with the fairies, isn't it? Much better. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, engaging with the channel. All the ways to support my channel are in the about section. All the GoFundMes for my creative projects. My poetry LP, my mandolin experiments LP, and for my 3 poetry collections I've been working on in isolation due to being doxed by Shitrail. But yeah, who needs any kind of material help when you got the fairies? Let's see what they have to say. I got the singer of transfiguration, and the singer of intuition. I just instantly see the root chakra and the crown chakra, so it's like from bottom to top alignment kind of thing straight away. 7-11, both very spiritual numbers. Let's see. Oh, I've got chills. Which one shall I read first? Oh well, I'm on the singer of transfiguration, so that one's first. Transformation, transcendence, metamorphosis. The singer of transfiguration tells us that we have been through the gate, we have passed through the initiation process, and we have reached a new way of being, reflecting deep transformation within ourselves. Things will never again be what they once were. Things will never be seen in the same way by us, and this is a good thing. This singer's joyful, passionate, bright blaze of colour heralds a time of fulfilment and accomplishment. As with the other singers, the power and the joy of this one radiates especially strongly to the things and beings symbolised by the cards around it. Like the reborn, renewed phoenix, this singer is aflame with vibrant, expanded life. There really isn't much I can say about this, not even the fairies seem to have anything to add. They are just sitting around here, smiling blissfully, even though good doom and humming an ethereal and beautiful melody. And the cat in my lap, Sylvie, is purring so loudly it sounds like she is singing, as indeed she is. So are we all. Jackpot. This card in a reading signifies the joy of success after a time of struggle. A new way of life has been accepted and is being integrated. A sense of inner peace is growing. The struggle has all been worth it. This is a time of consolidation and joy, and is both a reward for past achievements and a time of preparation for the next climb up the path. What a great card. Take a good look at that bad boy. Congratulations. That's all I want to say. Congratulations on not giving up. The singer of intuition, perceptiveness, oracular powers, awareness, trust. The song of the singer of intuition carries all of the information there is. Some people believe that this information, often called, oh my god, sorry, energy transmutation, the Akashic Records, is like a great filing cabinet or a library in the sky that we have to go to in order to get the information intuitively or psychically. We needn't go anywhere. The song is sung within our blood and flesh and bones, just as it is within the rest of the universe. If at humanity's present stage of evolution we consciously heard the song in all its fullness, we would be overwhelmed. Our minds burned out by that energy. A kindly universe has led us to a place in our development where we can consciously hear only bits of the melody. Usually we must develop skill in actively listening for it, but occasionally a few notes resonate so closely with our own being that we become aware of them. These involuntary experiences are what we call hunches or intuition or extended sense perceptions. We can improve our reception of the song by learning to be very still and to listen in a special way. Later chapters in part 3 give techniques for using this and other oracles as amplifiers for the song. What we get for practicing stillness through meditation and listening, just ask and then listen, is the ability to understand and interpret meta symbols, the symbolism beyond the material symbols of oracles, and omens themselves. Stars, omens, portents, movements of stars and mice, these are all part of one piece, the one song, and therefore are part of us as we are of them. Understanding them truly is just a matter of learning to be still, to ask and to listen. Someday, as we evolve and grow, we will be able to hear more and more of this song and to base our actions and choices on greater knowledge. Patience and practice are the keys to all of the subtle clear senses. Clairaudience, which is clear hearing, clairvoyance, which is clear seeing, clairsentience, which is clear knowing, telepathy, hearing each other without words, precognition, knowing before glimpses of a probable future. In a reading, the presence of the singer of intuition indicates that information is available to us if we will just listen to our own inner knowing. Perhaps we have already heard it and still doubt our subtle senses. The singer says this is time to really listen to our intuition. What are our feelings, hunches, or intuition about this situation? It is desirable that we should seek solitude, meditate, and practice stillness and patience. This is a time for inward focus, a time to open the inner door to intuition. There are a lot of ins in this sentence because important answers are to be found within ourselves. The presence of this singer in a card spread radiates special illumination and insight on the other cards around it. So this is definitely to do with you've used your intuition for your creative projects. And you're about to have some sort of breakthrough moment with them. Tell me. The Glanoncer. This looks like a very... Ugh. This looks like nasty energy, man. That looks like... Ugh, man. That looks... gnarly. I'll just say gnarly. Nefarious. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like that fairy. Illusion, delusion, lust, projection, clear sight. Have you ever noticed that when we really, really want someone or something, we tend to see it without clarity? The object of our lust looks flawless and glamorous, which should tell us something right away. But usually it doesn't. He says his name is Smooth Harry, but that may be a little illusion of his own. Unlike the Pook, the Glancona doesn't exchange his shape to tempt us with our own mental confusions and paradoxes. He simply wears a mirror in which we see our desires temptingly displayed. He doesn't try to fool us, he simply allows us to fool ourselves. Well, he may try just a little, just to make the test a little more difficult. After all, we can be more proud of passing a difficult test than an easy one, can't we? Oh, right, okay, so you're definitely about to break through here, because this is the struggle that was talked about in the Singer of Transformation. You've fallen for a lot of illusions, you've gone through a lot of struggle, you've met loads of shady characters and stuff. You went through all the wrong doors. Smooth Harry also appeals to our vanity, and the more we have of it, the easier his work is. A little flattery, and we'll believe whatever he wants us to swallow, especially since it is just what we want to swallow anyway. All of the fairy challenges, Smooth Harry is the most likely to be sly. He practices a sort of emotional judo where he lets our own desires lead us into a fall. As we rush headlong towards our vision of perfection, he need only step to one side as we cast ourselves at him, and down we go. Not fun, but maybe perhaps we might just learn something from it. I'm getting a bit of this might have happened already. I'm guessing it's happened already from the way that the cards have come out. People trying to use your passion for your dreams and your ambitions for your life as a way to manipulate you, confirmation for benefit for themselves. So just to be aware of that, if that's not happened for you. If it's happened to you, you know. If it's not, then just this is a warning that there are people out there that is their strategy, that is their intention. And they don't look like this when you encounter them. They kind of look really normal, pretty well dressed, like really presentable. If they looked like this, we would not go anywhere near them. Where was I? Oh, not fun, but maybe perhaps we might just learn something from it. I mean, it's better to avoid those pitfalls you can't always, don't beat yourself up if you get into one of these situations. I still struggle to spot these kinds of people. They get harder and harder to spot with in the age of information, when they all know all the tips and tricks of how to, present themselves. The only way to avoid that, I would say, is to go inwards and train your intuition, which is the message here. Because there's more and more people like that work around in society. Like, the more I go through life, the more of these people, I just don't want anything to do with them, but they seem to find me. So this is why you have to really, really work on honing in your intuition. Really prioritize your spiritual practice and your spiritual hygiene. It's not good to make decisions when blinded by lust. Whether this is lust for a person, a thing, or an idea, we need to pause and take our time before making actual commitments. So people will be coming at you in lust energy, but you have to value what you've produced. You have to value what you've worked on, and not enter into like quick deals, quick arrangements that the other party is operating from lust. We need to read the fine print, check out the foundations, get a mechanic to test the so beautiful second-hand car. We are considering buying something we can refuse to let ourselves be rushed into it and take time to make sure it is really what we think it is. If we are considering making a commitment to other people, we need to take our time and really get to know them much better. This is another lesson in seeing through the truth behind a glamoured surface, though in this case it is we who have cast the glamour. So just a warning to see things as they are, not take off the rose colored glasses, that kind of thing. And also know your worth, know the value of your work, know the value of your energy. It's actually better to work alone than to let those kinds of energies in, from my personal experience. Yeah. I feel like I need to get one more. That's way too many. He of the fiery sword. So that's about truth and honesty, integrity, the light. The active principle, spiritual will, justice, protection. So let them come, because you are protected. Your work is protected, you are protected, your gifts are protected. So let them come. Let them test you. Let them try it on. You've honed in your intuition. When the song comes to any of the manifest worlds, this world or fairy or another, it first encounters two principles, sometimes called yin and yang, or masculine and feminine, or great god and great goddess. He of the fiery sword is the primary manifestation of the yang principle. Action, will, movement, force, fire. We see him in many ways, each one an aspect of his total being. All of the great gods and protectors are aspects of this power. That's gods with a small g, by the way. The fiery sword is the archetype of all magical and mundane swords, and written upon the blade are the swords, draw me not without cause, nor return me without honour. I remember, why did I say remember? A member of the oracle group notes his fiery sword illuminates truth and dispels not truths. He can tell upon the master of the fiery sword when we have difficult things to do, when we need to take action that is going to require much of us, both in will and in compassion. Another of the oracle group reminds us he will do what needs to be done with love. When looking at this card, my neighbour saw it not as a sword, but as a feather of light. He saw it as a symbol of the ability to fly, to rise above things. An oracle group member saw it as someone reaching up, ascending, surrounded by multiple reflections, and filled with light and power. To understand this card more fully, please read the comments on She of the Cruach. They are the two halves of the same whole. The presence of the fiery sword's master in a reading can indicate that there is a need for clear and focused will and determination to carry through on decisions, even if much effort is required. That's like acting in integrity, basically. Or he can tell us that such will and strength is present in regard to the issues under consideration. We need to consider how he is expressing his will and strength, and how that expression may be enhanced or improved. It is the singer's energy that enables us to burst the bonds of an outgrown way of being and move on to the next level. He indicates that this is a time to take action based on clear spiritual will, which is listening to your intuition. His presence indicates great strength and great potential for good. It also reminds us that if we call upon him, we will receive assistance. The presence of this card in a reading radiates strength and willpower to the cards around it. So you are the highest power in your situation. This nonsense is just nonsense. I'm going to read She of the Cruach because it's just next door. And it said this is two halves of the same whole. So we could be talking about twins again, because this is the masculine principle. She of the Cruach is the feminine principle. This is also a very feminine principle. The receptive principle, nurturing fertility. This is the great goddess, the many-named mother of all, and all goddesses are attributes or aspects of her. Her cup, the Cruach, overflows with the bounty for all. I don't know, like the card is not here, but you can see the picture there. Maybe I'll seek it out. She's the yin energy of the universe, nurturing, compassionate, and wise. She gives form and brings into manifestation the will and life force of he of the fiery sword. So it's just the making the point that nothing can exist without the feminine. Nothing. We are the portals for everything. His is the intention, the action, hers is the manifest reality. In a sense, she is the Kruak holding all the worlds within her being. One Oracle group member saw the Kruak as a great bowl, like a scrying tool for seeing past, present, or future potential, but filled with energy instead of water. Within it, he saw a tower with a moon above it, a farmhouse, and many other bits and pieces of our world. He felt that if you dropped something in the water, these things would scatter out to become reality, archetypes manifesting everywhere. He said, "She is the woman who dreams, and her dreams are the worlds and all that is in them." Looking at this card, another Oracle group member notes, "What I see here is the energy of being held lovingly in the palm of the hand of the great goddess, followed by a relaxed sigh and release. She, the Kruak, is the holder of all our sorrows and all of our joys. The Kruak, the miraculous chalice, is the womb of birth and the cauldron of rebirth." This is this energy, birth and rebirth. The chalice of healing, the container holding the germinating seed. She is the body, the soul shrine that holds the spirit and keeps it from being lost or dissipated in a formless fog. She is pattern and form in the abstract and in the specific. Within her wake, we take form, grow, achieve fulfillment, and let go of that form to move on to the next phase of our being. All of the universe, each individual particle, every being is cherished by her. She of the Kruak may indicate a form of pregnancy. I mean, this energy, like, this could be a project, creative idea, or something. It doesn't have to be confirmation. It is that. It doesn't have to be an actual baby. It could just be whatever is your baby, like whatever is you're working on to put out into the world. Like for me, it's my poetry collections and my 2 albums. Necessary time of nurturing and development. We need to reopen to her overflowing grace. We need to be open to her overflowing grace. She may also indicate a need to allow her nurturing grace to flow through us to others in the form of unconditional love and giving and spiritual healing. She tells us of the need for unconditional receiving, of making the best of what we are offered. She also reminds us that unbounded love and grace is ours, just waiting to be accepted. The presence of this card in a reading radiates comfort and nurturing to the cards around it. Yeah, so just this ain't shit next to all of our other energy. They can try. Bless them. They can really try. So I hope this gives you encouragement to go forth with your creative projects. Beware of the sharks out there. Hone in intuition, sharpen it, meditate, be still. Allow yourself to be a receiver for whatever wants to flow through you. Know that the hardship's over, the struggle's over. When these sorts of energies approach, you'll be handling them differently to how you may have handled them in the past. And you are whole and complete. And you are worthy of all your work to be seen. Don't let these kinds of energies steal your thunder. I hope this helps. Let me know if anyone any creatives out there are actually finding my guidance for creatives little nuggets of wisdom readings useful. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.